Hooper Hooper? What's your favorite hoop shoe, little chef? Well, if you're a real Hooper, then you probably played in these hoop shoes. Anyways, I'm Kenny Chow, and here's the Hooper shoe tier list. Let's get it. All right, let me take this jacket off just because, it's about to get a little spicy with these shoes I'm about to be talking about, because some of these on my list are pretty controversial in a sense. Not really, but if you don't like what I say, I don't care. Just because, yeah. So anyway, I hooped in all these shoes, by the way. So some of them you probably might not know, but I tried to put 3 of the pairs from each group. So like Nike, Under Armour, or I call it Under Armour, Jordan, and I have some couple throw-ins I tried, and some wave weights or leanings. And the only reason I tried that, just because I just heard good things about wave weights. So anyway, the first shoe is the Nova Glide 3 FFs by my guys from Asics. So for me personally, I played in this shoe for the past 2 to 3 weeks. I got them in Japan, and everything is S tier. Like, I think that's a god tier shoe. The only one thing I didn't like was probably, there's just like where my Achilles tendon is. It sort of pokes me, but if you double sock, it's not even like a problem. And by the way, I keep on looking to the right because that's where my like the other monitor is, and just so I like sort of how I look like, just in case. But S tier because these shoes were fire, and I had like, I call it the Nikola Jokic colorway because it's just plain and simple, like my horse racing friend Nikola Jokic. But good shoe, it's decently priced. If I personally would wait on it to go on sale, just because if you buy for full price, I wouldn't buy it at full price. I would buy it at a cheaper price, but full price, it's still a decent price personally, but I'd rather wait for the shoe to go on sale. My next shoe is probably one of my favorite shoes on the list. It's my Curry 1 Sour Patches, but this one right here is actually a special colorway or a special version of the Curry 1. So it's called the Curry 1 Flotros, but they put in a different bottom or traction rather than the Curry 1s, because the Curry 1 traction was like mid to me personally, and I had like the SC35 Camp Edition one, whatever. But this Curry 1, the traction they used, the newer traction from one of the Curry lines, I forgot which number it was, but it's called Flotro. And the thing I don't like about it is it doesn't squeak, and it doesn't hinder the performance or anything. It just doesn't squeak, and it bothers me. But the grip is phenomenal. That thing is gripping me, pause, like crazy. Like I literally don't move. It sticks to the floor like how I'm sticking on something else. I'm kidding, but it's, pause again, but the Curry 1s are comfortable, low top. I didn't really have problems with the shoe. I just think that just because I understand it's low cut and Curry has terrible ankles, that dude has a glass ankles like me, or I have a glass body, and I look like the guy from SpongeBob. But I think the materials could have been a little bit better, a little bit more sturdier, especially for like people like ankle problems, like Curry himself. I definitely think they should have reinforced the materials a little bit more. And the shoe itself, the bottoms, like I know I just said the traction's amazing, but the materials itself, that traction like foam like material they use for the Flotros, it deteriorates like crazy. I think I had played in the shoe for probably the first 2 weeks, maybe a month, and that's like playing like 4 to 5 times a week. Like I kill shoes like crazy, and the shoe was already getting nicks and all that stuff. Like the lace aglets were cutting up, the traction was literally like smoothing out, if that's a word, or smoothing out. And for that, I'm honestly gonna put this at an A, just because of that reason. I would buy it again, definitely would, but it's just the whole thing, like how long is this shoe really gonna last me? Because the durability is really important when it comes to a shoe for me, because I do play a lot of basketball. I was a PBA draft prospect back in like 2021, and the thing is, I kill shoes. I play a lot of basketball, do all that stuff. So would I buy this again? I would. So it goes in an A tier for me. So this next shoe, man, I need a little sippy drink because I'm a little thirsty worsty. This next shoe is actually like one of my personal favorites, just because
It was one of the first shoes that I was able to grab the rim in. And yes, you're probably wondering, can you dunk? You can look at my videos to find me doing all that stuff. So these are the Hyperdunk 2012 Blake Griffin PEs. So Hyperdunk had this line, sorry, Nike had this line called the Hyperdunks, right? And it went from like, Hyperdunks were always this crazy shoe. And it would go from like, they probably made some when I was probably in like elementary school too. But you probably know the Hyperdunks from like the off-white Hyperdunks that everyone hooped in. But these were probably like the best budget basketball shoe ever. Attraction was good, the materials were great, they were solid, and the durability for me was awesome. Like I've had them or I played them for probably like a couple years when I had them. I had a translucent insole translucent traction, and they were great. They literally stuck to the ground. I never really slipped. I probably wiped a couple times a game, but it wasn't crazy. I would definitely buy these again. There was no problem. They were just high tops. Like cushioning was amazing. Nothing was like bad about the shoe. They were light. That's the thing that stood out. The lightness or the weight of the shoe was amazing. It was stupid lightweight. The traction was amazing. I love the colorway because it reminded me of Spider-Man. But I will put this at S tier because this is probably one of my favorite shoes. And at the time, my brother actually found them at Ross for like 20 bucks, but you could probably get them at the time for less than 100 bucks, if I remember. And it's a long time ago, but definitely S tier, God tier shoe. If I could buy it again this time, I definitely would. But the prices are too expensive and they don't make that shoe anymore. So it's sort of trash. So for this shoe, and by the way, I'm pretty sure every hooper has played in the Hyperdunks or a Curry line, but definitely the Hyperdunks. If you hooped at all, even if you didn't really hoop like that, you probably had a pair of Hyperdunks. That's how popular the Hyperdunk was at the time. But anyway, the next shoe is, honestly, it's a really good shoe. The one thing I hated about this shoe was that like the materials weren't they weren't bad, but Jordan could have definitely like put a little bit more money into this shoe personally, even though they were low-key. How much did I pay? I forgot how much I paid for them, but I got them. I didn't buy them on release. But anyway, they're the Jordan 29s. And these shoes were amazing. The traction, the cushioning, everything was really good. But like I said, I play basketball a lot. And I remember I was in training season for the whole PBA draft stuff for my combine. And I was using these shoes. And the shoe sort of fell apart. I still have them in my room. But the traction was literally coming apart. And it was literally like, it was like a cheese grater. It's like every time I moved, I tried to do a crossover or cut, like little by little, my shoe would just fall apart. So like, I wish Jordan sort of like made the materials more sturdier. And I know I play a big part in it too, but definitely it could have been like, could you add more like materials to, or can you add like a little bit more like sturdiness to the shoe? Like, I know I'm not no Zion Williamson and I can't really like destroy a shoe like that, but I would definitely say like, bro, like for the amount of the shoe, for the price the shoe goes for is a lot now, for sure. But just cause like the materials, and the one thing I didn't like about the shoe though, it gets insanely hot. Like the ventilation was terrible. Like my shoes were like a lake. My shoes were dripping. Like I could have saved the drought because of my foot was freaking like soaking everything. It was mad disgusting. And definitely, and I double sock too, so like my feet were just like in the sauna. So like those are the things I didn't like about the shoe. But overall, the shoe is a solid shoe. Would I buy it again? No, because it's too expensive, and I personally wouldn't buy a shoe like that just because of the price. And at the time, your boy was not on adult money. Your boy was looking for shoes and trying to save money, my money best as possible, because I need to buy either training sessions or I needed to do recovery and buy protein, all that stuff. Excuse me. And y'all get to know me a lot better down the line. But enough of that. The 29s are going into B tier because it was good. But would I buy it again? Nah. Because of the fact that, bro, like I'm not spending a crap ton of money on that shoe. Just for me to literally break the traction and my shoe to literally explode or fall apart like that. And my bubble pop too, by the way. Like that's how much, like, I guess you could say, wear and tear I put on this shoe. And my feet were saunas, like literally. The colorway was lit though. I had this colorway. I believe that is it the, I think it's the Pantones. So yeah, and I'm a sneakerhead. The next shoe is the Jordan 34s. I just hate this shoe. Like just in general. It was cool. Traction was cool. Like it was just too high for me. It was a type of shoe like you jump in, obviously. Jason Tatum's notable for wearing them. And they're not a bad shoe, just letting you know. I used to work for Foot Locker, so I got a discount on them. I liked the shoe, but there wasn't really squeaking. And if you're a hooper, squeaking for me as a hooper is a big thing. Like if the shoe doesn't squeak, it pisses me off. It's just like, I don't know why. It's like a placebo effect. But this shoe, this 34, it was too high for the ground, so I felt like I was running in heels, and it was sort of like scary for the most part. The ventilation was good. I don't mind them at all. Traction was good. The only problem I had was literally just how high the shoe was. I felt like I was gonna sprain my ankle every time I did a crossover, or if I shifted, or I did like a jab cross or a push cross, stuff like that. Or even I do a simple move. I do like an in and out, and if you know that move, that in and out, I know you can hoop. But I felt like I was just gonna sprain my ankle the whole time just because of how high the shoe was. So that's why I wouldn't buy this shoe again. But actually, I ended up returning them, I think. Oh no, I sold them. I sold them on eBay. It was good, but I would definitely not buy them again. I think I wrote like an eyeball on there. Like I drew an eyeball somewhere and I hated them. I literally erased it and I sold it on eBay for like, I think I sold it for like 130 bucks. 150 bucks. Shout out my guy. Sure Oreos, whatever his name is. That's a sneaker store, by the way. He goes, when I'm in the foam, I'm in the zone, yo. Anyway, so the next shoe is the Jordan 12. So this colorway called the Flu Games, if y'all don't know. The Jordan 12s are solid shoe. They're a lot more expensive now because of resale and all that stuff. Traction's amazing. Ventilation, terrible. Lockdown, good. They're like a mid-high top shoe for me. And the reason I like it so much, it's like Kobe's. You put on Kobe's, you play like Kobe to an extent. When I put on these 12s, man, I remember putting them on for the first time. Flu Game 12s. It was actually my friend's little brother let me borrow them because I left my shoes. And we were the same size. Sheesh. I remember hooping in them, and I was in the men's league. And I thought I turned into the aged Michael Jordan for a little bit. I mean, I'm not 6'6". I'm 5'9" on a good day. But in those shoes, I felt really good. The cushioning was amazing. Very responsive. I felt low to the floor for the most part, even though the shoe is like a higher cut shoe. Then I had traction. Carbon fiber play in the middle. Definitely good. Or shank, whatever y'all call it. And it was catching me whenever I crossed over. I was running up and down for 40 minutes. Just because in those league games we do 20-minute running clocks, but I was playing the whole game. And whenever I did stop and goes, whenever I do like pull up on a dime or pull up on a stop, it caught me, which is really what you want to in a shoe, especially if you're a guard like me. If you're making quick cuts, doing quick crossovers and all that stuff, that was probably a really big thing about these shoes with me. The only thing I didn't like was obviously like the ventilation's a big thing. My feet get really hot and it's annoying, especially when you double sock. But I'm always gonna bring up the double socking thing because I'm a big advocate of double socking. But for the most part, like the shoe is solid. Would I buy them? Yeah. Are they S tier? No. Because I'm not gonna buy resale prices for this freaking Jordan 12. If they re-release it and I hit on a sneakers drop, or I just hit somewhere, and I'll definitely hoop in them. Are they S tier? No, because I'm not paying $400 for a shoe. I mean, I hope it's lower now, but the last time I checked, it was like literally an arm and a leg. So my boy, would I buy again? I would buy it again if the prices were lower. But you're going A tier just because I would buy it again. Or I would buy it. I never bought it. My friends let me use it. So would I buy it? Yeah, it was cheaper. That's why it's not an S tier shoe. Anyway, KD 13s. one of my favorite budget-friendly shoes. I forgot how much I got mine for, but I got mine on sale. I think I got mine for like 110 at the outlet, and they're solid. They're good. Cushioning's amazing. They're mid-top shoes. I usually don't rock high tops, so I usually stick with mid tops and low tops. Just cause the reason I rock mid tops, I tore my tendon in my ankle, so I sort of rock mid tops and I gradually went back to low tops. But I fluctuate now. This shoe though, dope. Ventilation's good. Like I said, double socking boy. Hooper's nose. Double socking was cool, so the ventilation was good. My feet didn't really sweat like crazy. Even when I had a single sock for both my feet. I mean, what the heck? Hold up. A sock for each of my foot, or whatever the case is. I don't know, bro. Single socks. It was cool. My feet didn't really overheat like that. The cushioning was good. The durability was definitely it wasn't iffy. Like, it was solid. I liked the shoe. It was simple and it was cheap. It literally passed all my, I guess you could say, my test, I guess. Traction was amazing. What else? Actually, I'm trying to think if I didn't like anything about the shoe. No, I actually bought a pair. I bought 2 pairs just because they were really good. They're cheap. Usually I think they were 150 at the time, and they just dropped in price. Then at the outlet you get a discount, so I got them for like $100, 110 bucks. So it is going for S tier for me because I had no problems with this shoe at all, and I had 2 pairs too. This black color is high key nice too. So another KD3. I hated this shoe. This is the KD3 All Stars, by the way. I hit on the release, and it's probably, I don't like it. It's like it's light and everything, but it's like I'm walking with a brick on my foot. It's like a light brick. And I know that's sort of like counterintuitive, but it's literally a light brick. It's like boats on my feet. It was annoying. And I played with it a lot, actually, just to test it out. To me, I don't like it. I don't like the leather uppers. There's no ventilation, and they look cool on my feet for sure. No ventilation. The traction was trash, and if y'all love that shoe, I'm sorry, but this is my opinion. I think that shoe's trash. Like, the traction was terrible. The fit was fine. That was whatever. Like, all these shoes, by the way, they all fit me fine. Like, there's nothing too big, too bad, or whatever for all the shoes I just talked about. Literally, this shoe is trash. I don't like it at all. I would return it if I could. But the reason I'm keeping them, I'm trying to build like a little shoe wall now, so I guess I'll just keep them. But the only good thing about the shoes, I don't know. Honestly, there's nothing good to say about the shoe. It looked nice. Oh, the price was cheap too. I forgot how much I got it for, but the price was pretty cheap. The traction was mid. Like, that's saying a good thing, like mid. The design was nice. Lockdown. The lockdown was good, actually. I like the lockdown. Lacing system. The leather material. The reason I'm saying I don't like the leather, it's just because the ventilation. Like, I don't mind it, but at the same time, I hate it. It just depends. It's like a preference thing. It's just because my feet were like drenched and it was whatever. And it made the shoe really stiff. And that's why it sort of made me feel like I was walking on bricks. So definitely meh. That's why I don't like the shoe. Because I think you could get a better shoe for that price. And for looks and stuff, the shoe's dope. I like the looks of the shoe. It's an all-star shoe. Insoles were nice. Cushioning, meh. I feel like I was hurting myself. Would I return this? Yes, I literally would. This is going to F tier. And if y'all care about my opinion, I'm sorry. Because I hate this shoe. I legitimately don't like it. I'd probably give it away at one point. So the next shoe, KD4. And I got this shoe when I was in Hong Kong because I was looking for shoes and they had like Nikes everywhere. And these are real, by the way. People always say like, oh, Hong Kong shoes are fake. I went to an actual legit Nike retailer. It was in one part of Hong Kong. I got the last pair. I got a 9.5. The fit, I should have got it a 10. The 9.5 was too tight. So there's a clip where the strap's at and it would always bite me. It would literally chomp at my feet and it sucked. I didn't like it. It was just that fit. It sort of annoyed me because like I'm getting bit legitly by all this crap. But it's whatever. A lockdown was good. It's sort of similar to the 3. Lockdown was good for sure. Lacing system, but it had a strap too. It's just the clip was sort of messed with me a lot. The cushioning, it's sort of suspect. Like I sort of felt like someone was punching me while I jumped and landed. The traction on this one wasn't bad at all. It had a really hard like rubber compound, and it was decent. But I was getting bit so much by the strap, like I gave away the shoe. So definitely I would return it. The leather upper or synthetic leather or whatever they're using, it was a lot more breathable this time for sure. Like I wouldn't like playing it again, maybe, but maybe if they made it like more breathable, probably, maybe, I don't know. But I definitely wouldn't buy these again. These are trash. Better than the 3s though. Better than the 3s. So I'm definitely gonna put that in front of the 3s for sure. But they're a lot more expensive now. But I definitely wouldn't even touch that shoe, yo. It was meh. It was meh. It was better than the 3s though. But like, you know what? I'm being a dick. I'll put them to return them, please. Because it wasn't a bad shoe. Even though I'm just like crapping on it right now. It wasn't a bad shoe, but would I buy it again? No, because of the clip. And the sizing was so bad. It was like, people say they're true to size. I don't think they're true to size. Like I wear a 9.5 hooping shoe. And like the only shoe that like I don't wear a 9.5 in is Kobe 6s. I wear a 10. So for this shoe, or this KD4, give it that. I would return them because they kept on biting my feet, and cushioning's bad, and it reminds me of the 3. And I'm sorry if you guys don't like that. Anyway, Kobe 10. I have these ones right here. Kobe 10 Easters. These are lit. And let me take a little sippy of my drink. By the way, like I'm on energy drinks right now from Dutch Bros. Cause literally like it's literally 1:11 in the morning. I don't know if y'all can see that, but 1:12 now. And I gotta crank out a video for y'all. So anyway, Kobe 10 Easters. Yeah, I'll buy them. I don't care about the price. Kobe's are one of my favorite lines of Nike shoes, and I've been recently playing Kobe 10s, especially this colorway, the Easter colorways. Traction is good, cushioning is good, everything's literally good. And that's actually my upcoming video, by the way, hint hint. So there's nothing, breathability is amazing, nothing's wrong with the shoe. I stick to the floor, or the floor sticks to me. That's how good the traction is. The floor sticks to me, my guys. So definitely a 10 out of 10, like definitely S tier. Like I know the price is a little, you know, crazy because of the whole Kobe situation, obviously. So Kobe's are a lot more expensive, but if you have the capital, I'd definitely spend it on Kobe's. So you are getting an S tier. Kobe 6s, another Kobe. S tier. Why? Because everything's good about the shoe. That's all I can say. Obviously, like Kobe, like I said, Kobe lines are a little bit more expensive because of what just happened, obviously. Kobe 6s. Kobe 6s is one of my first pairs of like good hoop shoes, and that was one of the few pairs I used to like do jump training in, and I would grab the rim and all that stuff. I tore my tendon in this shoe though. I had the Laker colorway, purple and gold, but this Kobe 6 All-Star, I paid $541 for this freaking shoe, dude. So I did put work into it, but I was killing that shoe. I think I was wearing it for like 3 months straight. And the sole was coming off. I still have them too. They're in my house. Then I think like probably at the 8 to 10 month mark, my shoe exploded. There's a video on that somewhere on my channel. And dude, like my heel cup popped. So it was basically like it was GG. So I just keep them there in my room. Like I can still use them, but they're not like the greatest shape right now. So, but would I buy these again? I would. Is it S tier? Yeah, it lasted me 10 months for the most part. But definitely S tier. And I'm biased to Kobe. Sorry. Just kidding, but no. Yeah. Look, I am biased to Kobe shoes. Not gonna cap. Very good shoes. The next one, Kobe 9s. Everyone is going to be shocked at this. All right. I hate the Kobe 9s. They suck. And you're probably wondering, like, why, Ezra? Why, average Asian hooper? Why? Because the Kobe 9s I had literally that colorway that's on the bottom or wherever y'all see it. The traction sucked, and everyone says the traction's amazing. It's terrible. I don't like it. It was like, okay, it wasn't that bad of a shoe. I'm just crapping on people, crapping on the shoe. The traction was just really terrible. Ventilation was good though. Like everything was solid. Would I buy it again? No. Stop putting it at like a C tier, or I guess B tier, or whatever I put it at. It was just like, I think it was just a really mid shoe. Just because everyone hypes it up, like the Kobe 9s are my favorite and all that stuff. The traction was terrible for me. I was slipping on like good courts, and I put the traction to work. I broke the shoe in. The cushioning, I didn't like the drop in midsole. The only reason why, my midsole bottomed out, I think. I don't know how to explain it, but like it was so flat for me. And this could be just for me from wearing it a bunch of times. And I wore it a lot because I needed to test out the shoe. And the shoe was just bottoming out, and I did put other insoles in there, and this crap sucked, dude. So basically my sole bottomed out, and I sort of got a bad sole, I guess. And I played it in a lot. Like I give these shoes a lot of chances, by the way. Like if I have a shoe, I stick with it for a good minute. But definitely like this Kobe 9, like and it was one of my shoes I wanted to get for the longest time, and I was sort of disappointed in it. So the shoe sole or insole, that was bad. The drop in midsole that I had, I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure it has a drop in midsole. Like it's been a while since I actually hooped in my 9s. Like it's that Cushlon or whatever they use, man, at the time. And like I said, like I haven't looked into it in a while. It's been a while. It's been a while since I gave this shoe away. And this is how much I didn't like the shoe. I gave the shoe away. That's how bad it is. Yeah, so sorry if I'm getting the info mixed up. And the comments are like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Sorry. But whatever, the cushioning, it was terrible. The traction was bad or was mid. Ventilation was good. The design was cool. I didn't have a problem with it. With the design, but the traction, yeah, because I was wiping a lot, I was slipping. I couldn't really move side to side when I was playing defense. The cushioning, once again, it was just like, it sort of sucked. Would I buy these again? I low-key feel like I should test them out one more time, but I wouldn't buy them because the prices of shoes right now are pretty bad. So sorry for crapping on Kobe 9s, because everyone says Kobe 9s are bad, and I don't, or are good, and I don't like Kobe 9s. Sorry. So it was meh. Just because it's Kobe, I'm putting it at a B, B tier, just because like it was chill. It was alright. Meh. Traction was meh. But would I buy it again? No, I would not buy it again. I don't want to say return them, obviously, because they're Kobe's. But yeah. So, so this next shoe, bro, or yo, my guys, this next shoe, my guys, y'all are about to be shocked. So LeBron 20s, I literally bought these, the stocking stuffers, at a Foot Locker. And I got the last pair in my size, which is the 9.5 and the 10. But I got 9.5, and they were solid, right? True to size, all that stuff. Design, amazing. Ventilation, amazing. The traction is terrible. Everyone says the traction on a LeBron 20 is amazing. It sucks. And I played a lot in these shoes, by the way. Like I played so much in these shoes, and I slipped, and the courts were good. The courts literally like clean as could be. You could eat like food off of it. It's tough. Like it was good. It was a good court, you know, you feel me? It's where my trainer's at located, by the way. And these stocking stuffer shoes were bad. Like I was so pissed at it that I gave them away. That's how much I paid, 200 something bucks, I think. Which is a lot for, well, LeBrons are typically expensive, but which is normal. But for this shoe, sort of wasted my money because I gave them away. Stocking stuffers, the colorway was sick. It was just the traction. And I was a little elevated off the ground. It sort of reminded me of like the Kobe 6s. The traction though, that shit was no bueno, man. No bueno. Would I buy again? No, I would not buy these again. Would I return them? Yes, because I did give them away. So you're going on my C tier, LeBron. Sorry. Curry 7 Sour Patches. Like I said, I worked for Foot Locker. I got these on discount when they came out, and these were solid. I love these shoes. These are probably The one thing I didn't like about them, they were insanely low to the floor. Like I like a little elevation for the most part. The cushioning wasn't bad. It was decent, but everything bottomed out really quickly. And like I said, I play like a crap ton. I play a crap ton, dude. So would I buy these again? Yes, because I did buy them again. I bought 2 pairs. I bought the green colorway and the pink colorway, or the red colorway. And they're good. The only thing is just they're really low because the cushioning would bottom out so quickly. The traction was amazing. It was light, it was breathable. Like Under Armour did a really good job with this shoe. So you get an A tier. And the only reason I wouldn't put it in an S tier, it's cause the cushioning and how low it is to the floor. And that's a preference thing. This next shoe, oh my god. You guys probably don't know about the shoe. And like I said, if you know who Brandon Jennings is, he had his own signature line with Under Armour called the Bloodlines, or Brandon Jennings Bloodlines, and they made a Filipino colorway, or Philippines colorway. And sorry, my ears are like plugged like crazy right now. I can barely hear. They made the shoe. I had a red pair because they were my favorite pairs, and they're really good. The breathability was terrible. The traction was amazing. Everything about the shoe was cool, and I like being different on the court. So I'll rock any type of shoe. It does not matter. I'll rock whatever. So I got the Brandon Jennings Bloodlines from Under Armour, and I got made fun of for having this colorway, the Filipino colorway. People thought I was wearing clown shoes. So definitely, yeah. The looks, now that I look at them, I still have them too in my room. The looks is there. I was repping the Philippines, you feel me? The colorway wasn't the greatest, I'm not gonna lie. Traction amazing. I barely wiped. They're just heavy. Those things are like boats on your shoes, dude. I don't know how BJ or Brandon Jennings played in these, because they're like heavy, dude. Like my ankles were probably buff because of the shoe. So would I buy it again? Probably not anymore. I did buy it again when I was younger, because I really wanted the shoe. Would I buy it again now? Nah. So it was definitely good, for sure. It was just heavy. It was like I was running on bricks. It was insane. Running with bricks, actually. Breathability was terrible. I was dying. Then looks, I got made fun of, for sure. Then sorry, Katsu the cat is actually breaking in this room right now. If you don't know who Katsu the cat is, by the way, oh, okay, Katsu the cat got kicked out of the room. Katsu the cat is sort of like it's my cameraman's cat, or yeah, it's his cat. So basically, Katsu the cat is like the main person in my videos, or one of the main people in my videos. So when I do shoe reviews, Katsu the cat's this little icon or logo. It's a cat. It looks like Garfield. A cool Garfield. So going back to these Brandon Jennings, dude. Yo. Yeah, exactly. Would I return them? Nah. It was good, but I wouldn't buy it again. Definitely. It just cause like dude, the shoe's old. The shoe's mad old, and I wouldn't hoop in them again. Like I can't breathe in them. My feet can't breathe. My dogs, they look ugly-ish, or the colorway I had. I'll probably do a review on it, and show y'all about it. Then what else, man? Cushioning was good. I liked Michael G foam. It was good. Michael G, shout out Under Armour. But other than that, yeah, you are going back to it was good, but I wouldn't buy it again tier. Wade 808s. I have the Ultras. I did a review on it. It's on my channel. Would I buy it again? Yeah. Solid shoe. Reminds me of a Kobe. Definitely. I think the cushioning is better than a Kobe, personally. Drop in midsole. It's nice. It's easy. Price, pretty good price. I got it for $172. That's with shipping and taxes. I'm not sponsored by Wade, by the way. I wish I was. I wish I was sponsored by all these companies. Lightweight, durability, amazing. Traction, good. Colorways, pretty sick. I'll definitely rock them again. The one thing I didn't like about it, and the reason why I don't want to put it as S tier, when it comes to the traction, it's a bit inconsistent. I know I said the traction's good. It's like, oh my god, you just said it was good, right? The traction's inconsistent. Like when I say inconsistent, it's like sometimes like I stick, then sometimes I just don't stick. It's like the weirdest thing. And I'll just like or wipe my hands, you know. So when I wipe my shoes, I go like this. Get the sweat, go like that, then I wipe my shoe, right? And it was just inconsistent. There's times where like I was good, and I feel like I just have to break it in a little bit more, just cause I feel like I didn't give enough time with the shoe. But when I did use it for my performance review and most of my games, the traction was good. But there was times where I just flew. And another thing about it is like my heel lockdown. That's probably the thing I didn't like about the shoe. My heel wasn't really locked down all the way, and that sort of annoys me because when I do plant really hard, my heel sort of like pops off, not like legitly pops. It straight up just like I literally get like I drag my heel. I get like heel drag, and it's pretty bad. So for the most part, the shoe is amazing. Like I just wouldn't give it S tier because of like the inconsistency of the traction and what do you call it? And that little heel lockdown is really important to me, just because as a point guard, when I do dribble pull-ups, either I go right, left, dribble pull-up. I like being stable, and there's just one time when I was reviewing the shoe, I literally just lost my footing because of that. So would I buy it again? I would, but I feel like I need to give it more time. Excuse me, more time with performing with the shoe, just because I remember when I was going to Japan, I had like a week to test it out. So that's probably why. I feel like if I give it more time to actually, for the traction part, the traction to fully break in, then I'll give it like a really good rating. So that's probably my fault on my behalf. But at the same time, it was still inconsistent. So I definitely would go back to it and retest it. But for 172, I think you could buy a better shoe, personally, for sure. And for a better price, by the way. KD 15th or 16th. I think he's on 16 now. 150. Cheaper shoe. Done. So, Mr. Wade, you are going to A tier. What buy again? Yeah, because I do want to retest it. Just because like I feel like I was just rushing to get that video out just because I was going to Japan. The shoe is good, by the way. Like I would buy it again. Literally, it's on that rating. Anyway, another Way of Wade shoe. It's called the Way of Wade All City 11s version 2s. I hate this shoe. This shoe sucks, bro. This shoe is terrible. I hate this shoe. This shoe could blow itself up. Like I don't like this shoe at all. Like I would rip this thing. Like it's so bad. And the reason is everyone's like, why? The shoe is really good. No, it's trash. This thing is trash. I tested this shoe a lot, by the way. I tested this shoe insanely, and it's terrible. Like I'll literally throw the shoe in the trash. I do not care. I have the box and everything. Oh no, I don't have the box. I left it in Japan. Terrible shoe. That's bad. Like burn this. I'll burn this shoe, return it. I'll burn all the shoes in the factory. That's how much I do not like the shoe. And Way of Wade, you could come to me and tell me why. The shoe sucks. I don't like it. I'm sorry. Like in Way of Wade, I just said the other shoe is good. This shoe I don't like. Traction is terrible. The lacing system, it's nice. The lacing system is nice, but yo, like the fit was okay. Like I liked the fit. The fit was cool, right? The traction was terrible. The lacing was cool. I mean, it's fast lacing. I get it, right? Okay, the cushioning is good. I'm not gonna lie, the cushioning is pretty fire. It's just the traction. That's the one thing I hate about the shoe. The traction is terrible. Everything else about the shoe, by the way, and I'm just messing, is good. The traction, that's the one. This is the reason why I hate the shoe. Traction sucks. Oh, and I don't like the tongue, by the way. The tongue sort of is trash. Like it's too puffy. It sort of gets in the way when you lace for me. And you can feel it. So think about the traction, by the way. And the way the traction is set up, multi-directional traction is pretty good, right? Like you see it. It looks solid rubber, solid everything. It's good. Like these Asics right here on the top left, the God tier shoe, multi-directional pattern, traction, I mean, and it's literally solid rubber. Good. It's like gets the job done. It's simple. We're good. These Way of Wades right here are trash. The traction is terrible. I will literally burn the traction off. It's terrible. Like it's bad, dude. And I've tested it on good courts. I tested it on bad courts. I tested on really clean courts. When I was in Japan, I got to hoop inside. And they keep their courts really clean. They wiped it, they clean it, do all that stuff. Sucked. Out the box. Slipping. Or somewhat slipping, right? I come back to the States. This is recent, by the way. I've been hooping in the shoe for probably the past month. Just gave it a really good test. I bring it to this other gym I go to. Terrible. Slipping. I bring it to the G League Ignite practice facility. And you're probably wondering, how do you have access to that? It's a rec center, by the way. It's a rec center. And whatever, right? Clean court. Somewhat clean court. Decent court, just say. Slipping. It's like I'm on ice skates. I go to a cleaner gym. It's even worse. Slipping. Probably stuck like once. And that shoe sucks. My shoe I reviewed recently, and hint, it's an N1 basketball shoe, or it's a Walmart shoe. Better traction than the way of weight 11s. I'm just letting you know right now. It's crazy. So you are going to, it was so bad I wouldn't even return them. I'll drop this to a lower rating if I could. And I'm the one who made this tier list. This is trash. It's terrible. Sorry, I had to rant about that just because the way of weight pissed me off. Or that shoe pissed me off because I thought it was going to be really good. Anywho, the next shoe is my dogs. Dogs. It's a sort of a joke, obviously. S tier, free. Definitely got my dogs free. Goes over the A6 shoe for surely. If I could put it in there. Oh, there you go. That's cool, man. The dogs go wolfing. They're going crazy. Best basketball shoe ever. No lacing system, crazy. It's fast. It's a fast type lacing system. They didn't even make it in the market yet. It's first come first serve type stuff. Go crazy, huh? And it's cheap. It's convenient. It's cheap. You can bring them anywhere like that. They don't overheat. The designs are pretty cool. It's like a sort of one type design type thing, and it's like once in a lifetime, you know. Definitely would buy again. So it goes S tier, cushioning, and everything's amazing. You know, it's crazy. They made a version 2 right here. I'll give it another S tier. Same material, same traction, all that stuff. If it works, it works. You feel me? So definitely the grippers. Definitely would buy again. S tier, traction, crazy on all surfaces, crazy. Even in the mountains if you're trying to hoop, crazy. Anyway, my next and final shoe. If you had this shoe, by the way, you are a menace to society. Every hooper has had this sandal or shoe or sandal. And it's this specific sandal, by the way. I'm not saying all sandals. It's just this specific sandal. This sandal, dude, is insanely uncomfortable. It's supposed to give you a massage, but that's what Adidas did. It's like these beads and stuff. And yeah, it's like torture. It's like someone was stabbing you. And I'm gonna give this an S tier because if you've hooped in them, you were a hooper. And people, you could argue with that with me, but I could tell you right now, 90% of the people who like had this slipper or a sandal, whatever you call it, slides, they know if you had it and you walked out to the park, and I had these when I was in middle school, you knew you were about your business. You knew you were about to get some buckets, some bucks. If you didn't have the shoe, it doesn't mean you're not a hooper or a sandal. It just means you didn't have it, right? But if you did have it, you were about your business. So I give this Adidas slide, whatever. I think they were called the Adi Eases. I don't remember, by the way. I got them out as a gift. God tier. S tier, man. And what shoe would I put it over? Honestly, and I'm gonna make some changes to this tier list, by the way, right now. So this goes up there for sure, because if you're a hooper, you had them. This goes here. A6 for sure. Hybrid Dunks stay there. The Kobe 10s, Kobe 6s. I'm putting the 6s above the KD. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm putting the Kobe 6s in front of the Hybrid Dunks because Kobe 6s are near and dear to me. I had a lot of memories in those. And that's just a personal thing. They're still S tier, by the way. Yeah. And the Hybrid Dunk, same thing. Then it goes to Kobe 10s. Then it goes to my Hybrid Dunks. Or, sorry, KD 13s. Or 14s, 13s. And then over here, Curry line. Curry 1 Flochos. go crazy. Jordan 12s, go crazy. Whatever that shoe I was playing. Curry 7s, go crazy. I'll put the waves over the 7s for sure. Because they're a little, they perform a little bit better. It's between the 12s and the waves. Personally, the 12s are just it's just an iconic shoe. So they're staying out where it's at. 29s, 34s, 9s, and Brandon Jennings. I like him where they're at, for sure. For sure. The bottom, the 20s are definitely better than the KD4s. They don't bite me. They don't hurt me. The KD3s are better than the waves. The waves, I'll just take them off the list at all. Then it is what it is. Anywho, sorry, there's a plane outside.
Yo, so thanks for watching the video. Once again, I'm actually transitioning to long form content just because it works in my schedule, and I'll still sprinkle a little bit of shorts here and there. But definitely, this video was fun to make. Obviously, you got the tier list video, and it was with the shoes I hooped in since middle school. So I've been hooping in those shoes, or played in those shoes, from when I was in middle school. So if you're a hooper, you definitely played in those shoes. But other than that, once again, I appreciate you guys for the support. I sort of have to cut the video a little shorter just because my my camera, I guess, it just cut off. I don't know why. But definitely, I think I ran out of space. Definitely appreciate you guys for the support. We're at 2,105 subscribers. So definitely keep liking, sharing, subscribing. And there's definitely going to be more videos to come. And Remy's like, you should too. Right, Remy? Yes! So definitely, I enjoy making these videos. So yeah, it is 1:46 a.m. on a Friday. So definitely like, share, subscribe, and comment what your favorite Thanksgiving meal is, because next week is Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving break or Thanksgiving in general. Spend time with family, all that good stuff. Eat some good food. Other than that, I hope you guys hoop, have fun, and I'm your average Asian hooper, Jeremy Lin. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Right, Remy?
His name is Ezra. Average Asian hooper.
Anyways, I'll catch y'all later.